We can certainly hit this guy in the face. Yep, he didn't like that one bit. He's definitely not getting up from that. He's going to feel that in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Forged of Blood. And before we go any farther on our journey over to Genevan Castle, where we're desperately trying to flee the human revolution, I really want to tweak our spells a little bit. Give me Laven, please. Thank you. So we made Magic Ebola, which is very fine and good and a worthy spell to be having, but it's really only going to be effective if we get tightly grouped bunches of enemies, which, you know, in our 2 battles we haven't really seen yet. So I love the idea of it, and we may visit the virus aspect of the spell later, which is just awesome. To have any sort of a spell effect that will jump between people is great, but we're going to want to do that with selective casting so it only affects hostile creatures. Right now, this spell, as it's set up, can totally hit us as well, which is terrible. So I wanted to tweak Magic Ebola, and I really want to tweak our Expel part of the Magorite, because that's just sort of a very weak heal at the moment. And just kind of giving it a little bit of a check on my own time, it seems that the Spirit Magorite is basically set up to be a heal. Now, other Magorite may do other things. I don't know. I'm doing this completely blind. You have way more information than I do. But the Spirit Magorite does seem to be basically a heal spell. All of these categories are largely set up to do some kind of healing in one degree or another. So I want to, seeing as we've got a ton of control left in this part of the spell that we could be spending, I want to tweak this as well. So let me see what I can do with Magic Ebola, because what I was kind of poking around with when I was looking at this is width and length. This is where I could make this into an area of effect spell. So width, if combined with length at equal values, will form a circular area of effect. So if my width and my length are the same number, then I'm going to assume I just made an area of effect spell. So really, I've got a few points left of control in this part of the spell, because we did level up Laven last time, so he has a little bit more control over spells than he usually does. What I thought I might do is, I think, take off Staggered. I don't feel I really need that, and instead put in 1 point of that and 1 point of that. Okay, so I've got a small area of effect right now. 2-tile radius, in fact, not very big at all. Can I make that a little bit bigger? That's going to be +5 control. That's going to be +4. I can't afford a +9 right now. How can I? Well, you know what? I can take off the virus. The virus doesn't seem to really be working out, and that frees up a lot of control. In fact, do I need entropy at all? Let's just take that off completely for the moment. No, let's just take that off completely for the moment. Thank you. Let's actually click the right button there. So back to Xeno. Right, I have tons of control left. Okay, let's get the area of effect bigger. So now we're up to a 3-tile radius. I probably, let's see, +5 and +6 is +11. I could just squeeze in another tile of radius, but let me just see if there's anything else more tasty I want to do here. Okay, I'm putting entropy back in because I do like that random attribute bleed, so this will just shave off one of their stats a little bit, strength, dexterity, whatever it is, it's random. But instead of virus on this, I'm just going to make it a little bit more punishing for them. So spell effect power, I can, oh, I just can't quite, oh yes I can. Oh no, I'm good, I'm good. Totally can't read that. I've had very little sleep as I record this, so I can't even read things, never mind say things. Let's bump that up again. I don't quite have enough to bump that up one more time, but that's pretty good. I'll take that. Now, the Expel part of the Magorite, let's see what we can do with this. What I was looking at, where was it here? Reality? No. Sporadic? No. There we go. Xeno on Spirit Expel increases core attributes of affected characters. So if I keep this as a heal spell, now what we saw in the last battle is I didn't really need a lot of healing, and it was a pretty weak heal spell anyway, but if I'm going to have to shoot this off at some point, if I can increase the core attributes of the people I'm putting a very weak heal on, that's no bad thing. So I'm going to take that into this part of the Magorite. I'm going to boost that up a little bit because I've still got plenty of control to do on it, and let's just see if we can boost the base heal up a little bit more too with a little bit of Empower. Now that'll be a +4. We've totally got the control to do this. In fact, can I get one more? Okay, so now we're healing 24 to 726 HP. That's a heck of a lot better than that weak heal spell we were doing before. Is there anything else I want to do to this? No, I think I'm pretty good with it as it is, but I was checking out Triggered over here. Spell effects are initially dormant, will be activated when, a certain amount of phases have passed, depending on how much I put into Triggered, or when a character enters the square. So if I really put a bunch of points into Triggered with a damage spell, I can basically create a magical landmine. That's awesome. I'm totally going to set up a spell to do that. Just a big old magical landmine, an enemy walks through there. I wonder if I could combo that with selective casting. I mean, I don't see why I can't, so we wouldn't set off the landmine. Oh, I'm totally going to set that up. Okay, damage plus selective casting plus Triggered is now a magic landmine that I'm totally going to make at some point. However, I'm pretty good with this Expel as it is. So it's going to do a heal, and it's going to boost their stats, and then the Drain is now basically just a flat burst of damage in a somewhat small area of effect, but of an area of effect nonetheless, and it's going to shave off some of their attribute points. Magic Ebola doesn't really make sense anymore, though, does it? It's not really a virus spell. There we go, now it's the Temper Tantrum. So Levion appears to be a bit of a brat in his aquatic elfish way, so this is just a burst of damage over a small area. I feel it's the Temper Tantrum. That's what we're calling this. I'll leave the Expel on whatever it was, Canai's Grace or something. I can't think of what to call that, but we're going to roll out the door with the Temper Tantrum and see if we can take this for a bit of a test drive. So what we were looking at doing last time was heading over to Recruiting Drive. It's going to take us 29 days to get there, which is no small thing, because we've only got 107 days until we're caught by the human revolution, the folks who are coming to kill us. But Recruiting Drive just says to me, fill up this empty spot here that we've got kicking around down here, and more warm bodies the better. The last thing I wanted to do before we headed out the door here was just re-equip some folks in a very, very minor way. So you, Tavios, right, my brother, okay. So we get points, it seems, with any weapon that we've got equipped. It didn't actually say weapons that we use during battle, just weapons that we've got equipped. So there's no reason I shouldn't fill up everybody's second slot with something just to, have it in there and gain some points in it. So you can have this thing over here, which was what, your really good longsword. But I want to get you trained up in Great Axe because that's got a really good reach on it. We can hit people from a little bit farther away. Laven, you're all set. Grippa, you've got the sword and shield. Why don't you get trained up in, not the Warhammer, do I have a maul? Yeah, I do. I totally do. We're going to make that your secondary weapon. So at some point in time, if I need you to have some reach, you can do that. And Arcus, we switched you from your dagger to a bow. Let's just put the dagger, where did the dagger live again? There it is. Put the dagger as your secondary weapon. Actually, can you dual wield? No, you can't. Okay, I can't drag something into your other spot to dual wield. Alright, that's fine. Your dagger can be your secondary weapon, so you can just get slightly better at that, because I think we can throw daggers, because somebody threw them at me. Right, with everybody set up broadly the way I want, let's see if I definitely want to go to Recruiting Drive. To the Last Man, that's closer. Dagger in the Bleeding Heart, I have no idea what that's going to be, so I don't know if I want to go there. I did like the sound of The Apprentice, because that also says possibly we could fill up a slot down there. And Friends in Low Places, that does sound pretty fun, but let's just head to Recruiting Drive, because that's sort of on the way anyway. We're really only heading in this direction so we can get over to Genevan Castle. What's this one over here? Ear to the ground. No idea. Let's just start heading there. Paldir noted that small contingents of rubber soldiers? No, how about rebel soldiers have been entering human villages to drum up support. Oh, that's no good. Last report cited a small force marching into the Alcanim from, oh, I'm totally not going to get this one, Tarai? Sure, why not? With only one significant human population, it would be easy to predict where the force is headed. While taking out a small rebel force might not make a large impact, stalling the recruitment of rebels is worth undertaking. Ah, so it's a recruitment drive that we're stopping, not starting. I see. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go do that. I was kind of hoping to recruit someone else for me, but if we can stop the rebel forces a little bit, that's cool too. Oh dear, except we've kind of been ambushed on the road. You've got me at last. Right, surrender now. No, that would make for a really, really short game, so no, we're not going to do that. How many of you are there? Of course, Laven is right up front to be a brat. We are endless, we are legion. I doubt that. I doubt that you are endless. He meant to inquire the numbers you have here. Exactly. Well done. Nice bit of sarcasm there. Grippa, I like you already. And you what? Okay. Oh, I do like the dialogue. This is good. This is well done. I counted 4, but there's not going to be 4. Come on, this is an RPG. This is not going to be 4. There's going to be some more that spring out of darkness and try to kill us. Stop toying with them, let's get it over with. Or, never terribly good in the arithmetics, but yes, I do believe this will not be a fair fight. Let's just stop toying with them. They're just puny humans, and there's probably going to be way more than 4. And largely, I want to just take my new spell out for a test drive. Let's see what happens. Well, a very, very cool and very tactical battle map here. This is a very flexible map with a lot of opportunities here. Almost really too many opportunities for this early in the game. We've got a couple of bridges here. We could fight a bridge battle. We could kind of skate across here and have them choke point right over the bridges. We can do that down here. Looks like we can get some height advantage over here if we get up on this cliff, or this cliff over here, or even this tiny cliff over here. And I just love the water wheel. The water wheel is awesome. That's very, very cool and very well done and a nice little touch. Sucks to be the person who lives in this house right now, but, you know, really nice and decorative. Okay, so as of right now, there are 4 of them. That's cool. However, I don't expect that to last. I've played more than a few RPGs in my day. I've been playing video games since Pong came out, and if you tell me there's 4, there's definitely going to be more at some point. However, we're a little better equipped to deal with these guys right now than they are with us. They have, unless they've got secondary weapons, which they're totally entitled to have, they have no range. So they're going to have to come to me, which is kind of nice. We could retreat back over this bridge and have them, force them to choke up on this bridge. That is not a bad idea. But I think this early in the game, I think this might be kind of a gimme battle. I hope it is anyway, because that's how I'm going to play it. So let's just see what we can do. So right off the bat is Laven. Well, you know what? Let's take our new spell out for a test drive. Let's take out the temper tantrum. Oh, I don't quite have the range. Oh, wait, do I? Can I get that over there? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Can't quite get it over there. Okay. Maybe I'll just make them come to me. I'm definitely going to make them come to me. So switch back to the bow. Can I get a shot off? No, I've just blown all my movement points. All right, bit of a waste there, Laven, but, you know, lesson learned, lesson learned. Why don't you just retreat back a little bit, please? Stand up there. That'll be good for your bow anyway. Looks like you'll have a little bit of a height advantage, hopefully. Now, Quintez. We've got you equipped with your sword and shield right now? Yes? Okay, good. That's fine. Why don't you broadly just go over here for the moment? And we're going to draw them over here. And, you know what, just hang out there. That's fine. That's totally fine. Now you, Arcus, we gave you a bow, and you can get all shooty right now. 14% on him. Is that because of the rock? Because the rock is providing cover for him. Normally in a tactical turn base, you have to be next to it, but he seems to be benefiting. It's probably a line of sight thing, I would imagine, because I've got a much better shot on this guy, and I'm certainly going to take it. Yeah, nice bit of damage there. You guys wait till you get all down here and we're firing Temper Tantrum off on you. Can you also... Where could you get, realistically? Not far. Not far at all. That's fine. Just stay there. And you can actually also just stay right there. That's a perfectly good spot for you. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to move over here, and they're going to have to charge forward. They have no option. They have no range on me. So let's get them all... If you guys all wanted to bunch up nice and tight, because I could only afford a very, very small area of effect spell. So if you all wanted to cuddle up down by this rock, that would be great. I see the damaged guy is charging forward first. That works for me. That's totally fine. Oh, you are all nicely cuddled up. Well, you were. Okay, Laven. Now, can we get Temper Tantrum to fire off here? I believe we can. Now, what's going to do the best damage here? Either of these guys. Now, I'm not seeing my area of effect. I probably didn't set that up correctly. But let's see what happens. If I fire it off here, it shouldn't affect us. So let's see if that affects both of those guys. No, it didn't. I must not have set that up correctly. Please let me know in the comments what I did wrong there. I'm sure it's critically obvious. Well, oh, you just didn't click this. That's why it's not an area of effect spell. I know, looking at the developer's notes, this game has been out for, I think, less than a week, and people have already beaten it and done speedruns on it. It's gotten a little crazy, and I'm not that kind of guy, so I assume that everyone else is better at this game than I am. So please let me know what I may or may not have done wrong with that. We'll check it out later. I'll poke around with that. That being said, you can basically chill out, Laven. That's fine. You're good. You did some damage. It's nothing wrong with what you did there. Can we just get in nice and tight to you? Yeah, you're gonna be my front line here. There we go. That's an A hit. You hit him. I mean, that's good. End your turn. Now who can you hit reasonably well, and can you in fact kill anyone? You might be able to take that guy out. Those guys, yeah, that's a line of sight issue with that cart. I'd love to get you up here, but that's kind of a waste of your turn. I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, go up there. You probably get better line of sight on things. That's probably a smarter thing to do. No, that's fine. You can wait right there. Now I want to test out your new reach that you've got on here. Can we hit diagonally? I forget. I don't think we can. Now can you hit this guy? Yeah, you totally can. You've got an extra tile reach with your great axe. Smack that guy in the face. Oh boy, that hurt. That hurt a lot. And because you're using that, you're going to get skill points in it, and therefore you're going to get better at it. Good job, Tavius. Well done, brother o' mine. Yeah, see, they've kind of messed themselves up going between this rock and this cart because, yeah, we're taking some action here, but they've kind of created their own little choke point where they can't really get around me with any degree of skill, which is fine. Now, I'm going to have to fire off the healing part of my Magorite, but if I do that to you, I should have this set up so this will boost your primary stats as well, which would be very nice. Okay, you healed for a grand total of 3 points. You could have done a little better with that, I'm not gonna lie, but that's fine. Good for you. No, that's fine. You know what? Just do what you do there. You can probably take out one of these guys right now. There we go. He's done. And you know what? Stay right there because I'm actually kind of digging that choke point. I say that, no, come back one tile, please. I'm actually surprised that didn't provoke an attack of opportunity, but you can hang out right there. You should have a much better line of sight being slightly elevated now. Yeah, you do. You totally do. Fine, take this guy out if you can, please. Thank you. Good shot. Excellent. Well done. And who's next? You can end your turn. You, maybe I just want you to wait. Maybe I want you to wait, and you might get an attack of opportunity. Actually, not sure I have you set up to do that, but if I send you here, you're not really going to be able to hit anyone. Stay there. Stay there. I don't know if that was a wise move or not, but go ahead and stay there. Okay, you're coming in, but you didn't get a chance to attack. Yeah, your guys going between this rock and this cart was kind of a bad move on your part. It's just creating pathing issues for you, which is great. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I guess we'll do Temper Tantrum. It's not really doing what I want it to do, but go ahead and fire it off anyway. I'm going to really have to experiment a lot with these spells. You're bleeding agility. That's no bad thing. You can stay right there. This is a perfectly good spot for you. You, now that he's right next to you and wide open, hit him in the face with a sword. Thank you. Okay, no, you can stay right there. We'll just keep them all choked up here. And you, can you hit him? 61 and 54. You've actually got a better shot at the guy behind him. Okay, see if you can take him out. Oh, unfortunate miss there. All right, well, you tried, Arcus. You tried. Stay there. And you, can you only hit people that are 2 tiles away with the Great Axe? Because you can't hit this guy right in front of you. Huh. Interesting. All right, that puts a little different spin on the reach weapons. Because if they just get cuddle up nice and close to you, you're done. You have no way to get them. Okay, that makes a certain degree of real-world sense, actually. But we can certainly hit this guy in the face. Yep, he didn't like that one bit. He's definitely not getting up from that. He's going to feel that in the morning. So you should really just blaze out of there, because you need to get away from people to actually hit them. Interesting. Okay, does make a good degree of real-world sense, but unfortunate for him there that... Oh, let's see what we can do with this heal. All right. That's better. 121. I know it is randomized, but that was much better. Much, much better. Okay, so do that. And you're just going to wander around? Okay, that's fine if you want to do that. I'm just going to hit you. Or miss, as the case may be. You stay there. Levian's up again. Why don't you, I guess, do the damage spell? Yeah, it's not going to, well, it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt him. Would you do more damage with your bow? I really don't want to waste the points to switch over and find out. So we're just going to temper tantrum this up again. Yeah, 50 points into dexterity bleed. That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, this guy's got no shot right now, and I'm really shocked there was no further ambush. I say that. We're not done yet. I could take out this guy and all of a sudden be like, there's 20 more people coming in to kill you. Right, now we've got that 1 tile space. Now I can hit you in the face. Oh, wow. Wow, huge hit there. Huge hit. And apparently no further ambush. They weren't kidding when they said there was only 4 of them. What did we get? Anything really good? This is all basic gray junk that we already own. We already have all of this. I would ideally like to just sell everything. And, ooh, Grippa got 6 points in Maul. I know it's to a degree randomized, but you didn't even use it, Sparky. Arcus did very well. 6 points in both. Oh, we're going to have some fun points to spend here. But you didn't get a skill point. Unfortunate, Arcus. Okay, just, you know what? Sell everything off. That's fine. I don't need any of that. And Laven's still being a bit of a brat. It's hard to fathom that these filth have us on the run. I know, isn't it? Small taste of what's to come. Bulk of their army will not be far behind. We need to maintain our pace. But let's move. Okay. We killed everyone, and the twins survived. I don't actually know they're twins, but in my mind, they're twins. Okay, well, it's skill point time. Right, Tavios, 4 points in Longsword, 6 in Great Axe, which is awesome. So obviously we're going to have to take the first one first, so let's just get that. Now, what do we got? Executioner training. Increase crit and initiative, that's good. Increases initiative at a cost to accuracy. Okay, that's not as good. What comes after it? More damage up, but more accuracy down. And then so on and so on. How many points am I going to have to spend here? Is it 3? 3 points. Okay. And I've got 5. So let's take the crit damage up. And then I think I'm just going to bank the other 2. Although I could get another point in... No, I'm just going to bank these. I'm going to totally bank these. Let's see what we can spend in Longsword here. Pretty much what we already knew from the last time we did this. Let's just get damage up a little bit, and I will bank the last one. Yeah, bank the last one. Okay, you're good. Let's see what you've got in your general ability tree. You've got, what do we want to put into, what did we put into you? Did we give you initiative? No, we gave you mobility, I believe, in the last one. Yeah, mobility up. Just move faster. So we've got 1 point. Okay, we could spend 1 point on dodging. Yeah, you know what? Let's take you down this tree and see where it leads. let's see where this tree goes. Let's see what we can get out of this, and we'll kind of focus you a little bit. We may spread out some other people and see what other things are kicking around here. And Arcus, you got a bunch of points in longbow, so let's get longbow proficiency up. I like ranger training because that'll lead to ranger's initiative. Initiative up and damage up. I like the sound of that. Now this is going to cost me 3 points. That leaves me 2. Let's just get... You know what? I'm actually going to spend those points in longbow proficiency because that's just a crit chance up. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll bank that other last point there. And dagger, which I guess I care about. I mean, we did see people throwing daggers, so that's got to be a thing. Actually, wait a minute. I already had level 1 of dagger. What's after that? Hit point damage up, accuracy up. Is there anything where we're seeing I can throw the dagger halfway across the map? No, but we have Hellion's Onslaught. Attacks apply bleeding, dexterity, and strength damage, which is awesome, and Tempest Surge increases the number of attacks at a cost of damage. Well, that's fine. I'd like to get multiple attacks in one round. Ooh, daggers is more interesting than I thought. Which way do I want to go with that? I think Surge. I think let's just have a lot more attacks. And it's going to take a while to get down that tree, no question. But we're going to work on it. And how many points to get that standard action? Okay. Can I get one more of those? Yes, I can. Alright, so Tempest Training level 2, that's just flat damage up. I'm probably not going to use your dagger very much, but good to know I can. Now, Grippa, your points in Longsword, I'm actually just going to bank. Because Armsman's Opener takes 5 points. So if I keep spending, I'm kind of never going to get to these higher tier ones. So I'm going to just bank this as is. And then move you, and then see what we can do with Maul over here. Reach weapon that deals high damage. You're darn right it does, and I'm looking forward to playing with that. So with his 6 points in Maul that he totally didn't earn, because he didn't even pull the thing out, I gave him a point in proficiency, moving him to Bruiser Training, which is just increased accuracy, and they apply initiative damage when they hit, which is no bad thing. And we want to work on Bruiser's Scorn, because that could get a chance to daze people. So if we can kind of knock them out and mess them up, I think that's a positive thing. And I'll just bank these last 2 points here. And of course my favorite character, Laven, has got 6 points in Magorite. Oh, good job, Laven. Let's get you Adept's Training. That's range up. That's no bad thing. And then that can go on to Applied Focus, which is an increased crit chance. I like the sound of that. I like being able to crit things. I might just bank these points. Yeah, I'm just going to bank those. And what did you get? Short bow? Okay, cool. I think I'm probably just going to bank these because all of these other things are requiring more and more points. So let's just, yeah, let's give you a point in, say, yeah, give you a point in Hunter Training. Accuracy up. That's a good thing. And then I'll just bank that last point. And general abilities, Laven, I'm just going to get him dodging a little bit better because I never ever want him to be hit because he's a brat, but he's my brat. Has anyone else got points kicking around? Yeah, Grippa, you've got a point kicking around. Why did we not spend a point for you? Bracing drills. Wait, what are you using right now? Oh, you're using the sword and shield. Okay. Increases hold while using shield. That's good. Increases accuracy while using a shield. Also good. Have that. And no surprise, we are ambushed once again on our way to recruitment drive. So random attacks are a very real thing. You sense movement nearby. What is it? Rebel patrol. We can try to circumvent them, but we may run into local wildlife. Okay, or we can try and hit them, I assume. Not keen on being in the wilderness. Take our chances with the rebels rather than risk an encounter with animals. That's fair, but we have better odds going up against humans than we do a wild beast, or a little stroll in the woods doesn't hurt. Huh. Do we want to go up against wildlife? What are we going to get out of wildlife? That's my thing. Are we going to benefit by going up against animals? I feel the loot might be a little better with humans, but I don't know how many there are. You know what? Let's go for a stroll in the woods. Apparently there's a Gurahog. That sounds terrible. Or it sounds delightful. I don't know. It might be a fantastic pet to have. The outcome of such a union, this little one is rather perturbed at our intrusion. Weapons at the ready. It's going to charge. Oh dear. Where is it and what does it do? I may have made a poor choice here, because this thing is horribly big and spiky, and it's probably coming to murder us, but we'll see what we can do with this thing in the next part of Forged of Blood. We'll call it here, and we'll pick up this battle again at the start of the next one, and see what else Forged of Blood has to offer us in terms of wildlife, because the first one is horrible. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. So just so we're all clear on the victory conditions here, I am last in everything. I am last in absolutely everything. 6th place, 6th place, 6th place, and 6th place.